Hello, I am back and hopefully here to stay if you guys will have me. Let's get ready.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing.
Alright guys, welcome back. I know that I've said I would be consistent on YouTube probably way too many times. To be honest with you, it was very challenging for me to kind of get my life on the path where I was able to really see myself succeed, and I felt like I wasn't able to give YouTube that same amount of energy because my energy was like all over the place all the time. So this is me giving my best effort, and if you guys could see the lighting that is set up right now in my bathroom, like I deserve a 10 out of 10 for effort today. That's all I know. So this is me attempting to be a YouTuber. So while I get ready, in a separate video I can talk about the products that I use, why I have rosacea, so that might be relatable to some. But this video will be strictly just me getting ready, and I'm actually going to be telling you guys an untold story about another reason why I quit college. Okay, so when I started my fitness page, I wasn't one of those people that gained a following super fast. Like I kind of felt like it was very hard for me to gain a following. But like back then, I would say I was more focused on trying to inspire people, trying to put out a positive message. But what I failed to realize was when I started posting on there, I feel like looking back that I was just like super angry at the world. And I felt entitled for success, and I'm not really sure why, but I felt entitled to be successful. And so why I say that is because I fell for a situation that should have screamed to me that there were so many red flags, but instead I chose to ignore them because I just wanted to be successful that bad. So I had to be like 20 at the time. I'm posting online, and I have this guy reach out to me, and I'm not going to say any names because honestly it's not relevant. We don't need to go there. But this guy reached out to me, and he had this app, and there was actually people that I looked up to that were also a part of the app. And so I'm like, well, if these people are with the app, and these people had huge followings, like I'm talking about like women that I looked up to in the industry had millions of followers at this time. And so they were kind of like the face of fitness way back when that I looked up to. But I'm not saying names, so. Anyways, so there is this app that I had to download and be a part of, and basically you were like I was trying to get on the owner's like really good side, I guess, so that he would pick me to be like the face of the brand. I guess that it's like weird because I'm trying to remember the story, and I feel like I blocked a lot of this story out of my life because honestly it was so traumatizing, and I can't believe that I actually went through something like this at this age because I was just so young, dumb, and stupid. But yeah, anyways, I was trying to like really make sure that the owner liked me, and I don't know if he liked me. I don't know if he was creepy, and like I don't know, I mean, maybe he has like criminal charges against him. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this guy was whack. But anyways, so there was a good amount of people on this app, and it was like every day we were competing to create articles. Basically, we were just trying to get our name out there so that the owner would actually take us seriously. But he was only picking one male to represent his brand and then one female. So I don't really know what everybody else was supposed to do with the brand. Like that's still kind of like a huge question to me. But every single day we were trying to just make sure that this guy liked us. so that he would choose us to represent the brand. And I don't even know what the brand was. Like, I don't even know the concept, and the whole thing about the app was honestly entirely stupid, but that's beside the point. So this guy guarantees me that he's going to move me to Florida. Funny enough, I'm in Florida now, haha. 6 years later. But anyways, he promises me, like, Miranda, like, I see something in you. I'm gonna help you make it big. That's what he tells me. He tells me he's gonna help me make it big, whatever that means. And at this time, I probably had, I don't even know, I probably had like 10,000 followers. And honestly, I don't bring up the number because it actually means anything. I'm just trying to explain to you guys that I didn't really have a platform. I didn't have really much of anything back then. I was just a girl that worked out, posted her workout videos only from the back because I was very self-conscious about getting filmed from the front. I had like a little pouch, and there's nothing wrong with me having a pouch, but I was just super insecure about it. And to be honest, this is like actually the first time I've talked about it. Like I used to only get filmed from the back, and that's crazy. Anyways, back to my story. Sorry guys, I have ADD, so if I get off track, just bear with me here a little bit. So this guy agrees to fly me out to Florida, and then, well, he tells me he's going to move me to Florida. So in my mind, I don't register myself for my classes for the next semester. So I had already been to college 3 years, and I was going into my senior year, and I was going for pre-law. So, it was quite a shock to everybody, to find out that, I was dropping out of college. Like, I don't really think anybody was a fan of that. My mom was definitely not a fan. It's like everyone projected me to be a loser, and it was just more like I had to show up every day to not be a loser. That was kind of like my motto back then. But anyways, the owner tells me he's going to fly me out to New York, and we're going to discuss business. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, like, let's go. Let's do this. And so at the time, no one was in support of me going to meet this guy. And at the time too, Lucas was also participating in this app with me as well. And so he was also, kind of young and dumb, and I don't think deep down at his core he was a fan of me, like, going to meet this guy by myself. But like in our minds, like, this was a sacrifice that we needed to make to be successful. And so anyways, I forget where I was living at the time. I don't really remember, but I know I went back home, like, to Detroit, to get on my flight. Maybe I drove, I don't really remember. This was so long ago now. I went to the airport, I fly to meet this guy, and I get off the plane, and I just, like, start thinking to myself, like, what am I actually doing? Like, what kind of decision was this? I hope that this is, in my mind, I'm like, I hope that this was beneficial for my future, whatever future I thought I had with this app. And so, get off the plane, and this guy is a lot older than me. He's, like, in his 50s, and it was like, I don't want to say that he was, like, super creepy to me beforehand, because if he was super, super creepy to me, I probably wouldn't have put myself in this predicament. But he was super slick about it, and he was a lot, like, he could have been my dad, straight up, and it's like, I understand that, there's nothing wrong with people dating older or younger, like, there's nothing wrong with that, I would say. It just got a little bit weird when I didn't know this person, and we go to the hotel because he tells me that I have my own, my own hotel, my own room, and we get there, and he only booked one room, And like from here, this is where it gets really fucked up. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, if my mom found out that I was staying in a hotel room with this stranger in the same room, she would literally kill me. She found out. That's what I kept thinking to myself, like, oh my God, my mom's gonna kill me when she finds this out. And so in my mind, I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna like make the best of it. And mind you too, this guy told me that he had a lot of money, like, you know, that he's pretty much a millionaire. So, you know, I'm stupid enough to believe him. But also, I'm here to defend myself. I think everybody else in the app also thought he was very successful because that's how he kind of portrayed himself. Which is obviously not true, but I'll get there. Where is my eyebrow pencil? It's probably already almost out anyways. Here we go. So, oh, and this is out. Cool, Miranda. Hopefully I have that open. Yeah, we're good. So anyways, I'm shitting myself. I'm in this hotel room with this strange man. And we go to dinner because why not? And also I want you guys to know that when he was trying to get the room situated, I had asked the receptionist if there was a chance that I could have my own room, like if there was an extra one. And she said he did order you your own room, but it never went through and there's no extra rooms for us to give you. And it was in New York. It was actually a nice hotel, so I, believed what she said and was kind of accepting the fact that this was going to be my life for the next few days. So we go to dinner, and this is weird. So I always carried a bottle like this, like not, exactly this big, but I've always had a water bottle with me. That was super important, like when I started my fitness journey. And I remember him trying to put something, I don't know what it was, but he tried to put something in my water bottle. I stupidly brought my water bottle, well, not stupidly, I actually brought my water bottle to the restaurant because I didn't want to leave my water bottle unattended in the room, so that if he was to get there before me or something, I didn't want him to put something in my bottle and, something else crazy happened. So I always made sure I had my water bottle on me because I just really didn't trust this guy. So we go to dinner, and mind you, I can't remember or not if I was actually 21 at the time. I don't even remember if I was or not. I still have no clue to this day. But he ordered us drinks, and I had a couple, stupidly, again. And I remember him trying to continuously ask me, here, just take this, here, just take this, and it was some sort of pill. And I just kept thinking to myself, what am I doing right now? How stupid is this? This is how people, literally end up killed. I'm in a situation like that right now. And I put myself in it, willingly, because I'm sacrificing for my future. And so I remember going up to the room after this, and it's really foggy to me, but I remember him saying that we were eventually going to have to hang out with his kid, and I'm pretty sure his girlfriend at the time wasn't even 21 also. I think she was 19 or something. I could be making that up, but that's kind of what I remember. I knew that he had a 2-year-old with a girl that wasn't even 21. I do know that's for sure. So he had said that maybe his son was joining us at one point, and I'm just I don't even know what's going on at the time. But yeah, so I can't remember if I was there for multiple days. This is crazy, you guys. I don't know why I can't remember this, but I think I was there for, I want to say 2 days. But the first night when I was there, I think we actually went to bed, but it was just super weird because he was like peeing with the door open, and like I was just like super grossed out by that. Like there are things to do or not to do like in front of me, and like that is definitely one of them. So he proceeded to do that, and I was extremely grossed out, and I knew that this guy was a pig. I knew beforehand, obviously now, but that just like added to my opinion. And so the first night I think was fine. I don't want to say fine, but it was like nothing crazy happened. And then I think the second night I went to go to bed, and he I think came on top of me and tried to like massage my back when I was sleeping like face down. Mind you, like we had separate beds, so like we were not sharing the same bed. And yeah, I remember him doing this, and I literally I remember I was laying face down, and I like went up like this, and I just like threw him into the dresser. Like he just went flying, and I just remember like my life flashing before my eyes. So yeah, things got really weird. Sorry, I think the camera just like turned off, so that's kind of why I lost my train of thought. So threw him into the dresser, and I remember just my life flashing before my eyes, basically. And in this moment, I knew that I needed to get the hell out of there. And as I was trying to get myself out of there, I grabbed my luggage really fast. He's like not trying to grab me or anything. I think he's like kind of scared at this point. And I head downstairs, and I see a girl that's from this app downstairs, and she's also young too. Like she might have been, like 20 years old at the time. And I knew that she didn't live there. So I was just kind of like confused, like why she was there. And I just like remember seeing her down there, and I'm like, oh my God, what is going on right now? Like, it was just super weird that this happened. And I get down there, I have all my luggage, and I'm on the phone with my mom. I know she's super mad at me, but I know that she would rather me, obviously to be safe. So she's trying to find a way to get me back home on like the soonest flight possible. I ended up saying, I forget what time of the morning. This must have been like in the middle of the night, because it was like super late when I had called my mom. So I ended up Ubering. Did we have Uber back then? I think we had Uber back then. Did we? I don't even know. I have honestly no idea. Actually, no, we did not have Uber back then. No, we did not. Because I had to ask someone at the hotel to drive me to my other hotel. It was kind of like a shuttle. And that's kind of how I got to the next hotel. And so my mom got me a flight, thankfully, back home. But before I had left the hotel, I remembered that I left something up in the hotel room. And I'm like, shit, how am I going to get up there? And I still had a room key. So I went back up there. The guy and the girl that I saw downstairs, they were not there. They must have been downstairs somewhere. And I remember too, like, I think my mom like called the security of the hotel, if I remember correctly, to like look out for me or something. I don't really remember, but I remember like workers constantly coming up to me like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I think my mom like called because she was super concerned. But yeah, anyways, I was able to go up to the room. No one was there. I grabbed whatever I was missing, because I can't even remember. And yeah, it was a very traumatizing situation for me that I really didn't need to put myself in. But because I wholeheartedly trusted this guy, like this was another reason why I didn't sign up for my next semester at school, was because I trusted him blindly, thinking that, he was going to like save me or something, or get me down to Florida. And yeah, didn't happen. So after this, like, I kind of went through like I wouldn't say like I'm a very, I definitely have my phases of, feeling anxious or down. I would never say that I'm actually like depressed, but I definitely during this time went through like really interesting thoughts about like my future and my career. Like I kind of just felt like a loser like after the scenario, because I'm like, oh, you know, this guy like just tried to like use me, and everything that I believed was a lie. And then I ended up reaching out to the people that were also a part of the app, and kind of telling them like what happened. And these people were like adults, like grown ass adults. And I remember them like they were sorry for me, and like they couldn't believe that this happened. And this guy that we thought, you know, had, you know, millions of dollars that were, you know, he was ready to invest in the company, and, you know, the male and female that he was choosing or whatever, everything was just all a lie. And I'm pretty sure he also was going bankrupt at this time as well. So not only like was he a liar, but he, I don't know, I think that he was trying to do sexual things with me during this time. I'm not stupid to that. And yeah, this whole thing just honestly was the centerfold of my life kind of like going into another direction. And when I look back, it's like, yeah, you know, I obviously like dropped out of college to pursue fitness, but it's like when I look back, I think back to all of this, and how my dumb choices have led me here. So I would just like to say that I probably would not be here today without going through failure situations like that. I don't want to say that, you know, that situation was what catapulted me to actually being consistent and working hard. I don't want to say that at all, but I do want to say that, you know, like when you fail like repeatedly over and over again, I just kind of personally got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to just fail anymore. Like I don't want to just feel like my whole life is just like I'm just going down this like this bad slope. You know, I was somebody that, you know, I didn't come from money. I didn't come from, I would say, extreme privilege. You know, my mom did the best that she could with me, but I just wanted to live a life that I was proud of. I wanted to inspire other people. I wanted to become my best self. I just, at that time, being so young, I had no idea how to do that. And I can honestly say I am proud of the woman I am today, and I am super excited for my future. Like, I'm excited to do more YouTube videos. I really do need to ask my friend Judith how to do this whole setup thing better, because if you guys could see the setup that I have right now in my bathroom, you would laugh probably. So this is my attempt to be a YouTuber, and let me know what you guys want to see. Like, I can definitely do a video on all of my makeup products that I use. As you can tell here too, it's a very natural look, so I try not to overdo it, or I'm not one of those people that needs to have like a ton of stuff on my face. I just like to have my basics, and my most important product is probably my tinted moisturizer that I use. I literally swear by that product. But anyways, gonna wrap this up, and I will catch you on the next video.